Anunakis deities or entities, the sons of Enlil, here Nargal. Nargal was a terrifying entity, one of his sons. You want to worship this? Go ahead. This is the avatar they like the most. Fearsome, god of war, diseases, maybe pandemics, disaster, wars in the underworld. Wanna worship this? Go ahead and do. Simply terrifying. I mean, I'm not very scary, but well, it can be scary if you're not prepared. If you don't, how to say, you don't prepare yourself, you don't get it more like resiliency and cold-blooded and forget about your emotions, so you won't be afraid. In the Arabic they will call it genies, but not for me. So Nargal holding his attribute, a lion-headed mace and a sword on a cylinder seal from Larsa. Abode Ku, the Mesopotamian underworld. Planet Mars, the planet of war. Oh my gosh, symbol lion-headed mace, sword, lion, bull. Number 14. Parents Enlil and Lilil. Siblings Nana, Ninazu, Imbilulu. In the myth Enlil and Enlil. Consort. This one or this poor. Oh my gosh. His consort is the demoness who lives in hell. This one that is maybe the cousin of Inanna, if not her sister, if it's not the sister, is her cousin. Children, Tadimushtum. So that one, that entity is Anu grandson. Ninazu, so then Mesopotamian equivalent or Babylonian equivalent era, Emblite, Plush, and Ogaritic equivalent. So Nargal, he was worshipped, huh? He was primarily associated with war, death, disease, and has been described as the god of inflicted death. This means he brings death to people. He reigned over Ku, the Mesopotamian underworld, depending on the myth either on behalf of his parent Enlil and Enlil, or in later periods as a result of his marriage with the goddess, this one, originally Ida Mamitum. How come? He's married to his only sister, or great, or his cousin. That's why I said I have a feeling that he is his cousin, not because not his sister, because he's the brother of Inanna. Thus this one will be his cousin. I guess this one is the daughter of Enki, his uncle. Originally either Mamitum, a goddess possibly connected to frost Ulai, sometimes assumed to be a minor medicine goddess, or regarded as his wife, though other traditions existed too. His primarily cult saint was Kuda, located in northern Mesopotamia. His main temple was the Mislam, and he was also known by the name Mislamatie. He also comes of Mislam. Initially, he was only worshipped in the north, a notable exception being Gazu during the reign of Gudi of Lagash. But starting with the Nargal was associated with a large number of local or foreigner deities. The Akkadian god era was syncretized with him at an early date, especially in literary texts. They function as synonymous of each other. Other major deities frequently compared to or syncretized with him included the Western Semitic god Reshef, was also a god of war, plague, and death, and Elemitsimu, who was likely a warrior god and shared Nargal's association with the planet Mars. It has also been proposed that his name was used to represent a Aryan god, possibly Komarbi or Astabi. In early inscription from Urkesh, but there is also evidence that he was worshipped by Hurrians under his own name and of the Mesopotamian deities incorporated into their own pantheon. Two well-known myths focus on Nargal and Ereshkigal, an epic of the era. The former describes the circumstances of his marriage with Ereshkigal, the Mesopotamian goddess of the dead, goddess or devil, while the later describes his rampage and effort of his Sukal after the deity assumed to stop them. He also appears in a number of other less well-preserved compositions. The conventional write of Nargal's name changed through his story. In the earliest sources, it was written as Kis Unu, Suru Pakbu Salabik. Oh my god, I hate this name Abu. Abu Salabik, Adab, and Ebla. Akkadian period, while in the Old Babylonian both reside in the right of Nargal. They start to be different state in the Middle Babylonian and Middle Assyrians. Name Nargal was used in southern Turkey. Nargal also had a large number of other alternate names and epithets according to French period in about 2000 minutes from the later god list and Num. Most of them were compounded with the word Lugal, Lord. Nargal's role as a god of the underworld or hell is already attested in early dynasty Samihim, dedicated to Kuda, where he is additionally associated with so-called Enki. He's not Enki because Enki is his uncle. He may work for Enki, but he's not Enki. But he worked with his uncle nevertheless. Enki Niki deity is a group regarded as ancestor, is not ancestor, parents of Enlil, who were believed to reside in the underworld. According to a hymn from the hero of Shimi Dagan, dominion over the land of the dead was bestowed upon Nargal by his parents, Enlil and Enlil. He was believed to decide fates of the dead the same way as Enlil did for the living. In one old Babylonian Adab song, Nargal is described as Enlil of the Kalam homeland and Akur, the underworld. He was also occasionally referred to as Enlil Banda, Junior Enlil, usually an epithet of the god Enki. Hmm? Huh? Enki, is it not Enki, the older brother of Enlil? Enlil being the younger brother. And Enki, is it not he, the brother of Enlil, rather than the son? Oh my goodness, what a nonsense! In addition to being a god of the underworld, Nargal was also a war god believed to what respect from Maris, believed to accompany rulers on campaigns, but also to guarantee peace due to his fearsome nature, serving as a deterrent. In that capacity, he was known as Lugal Silima, Lord of Peace. He was also associated with disease. How he is peace when he inflicts diseases in death? Doesn't make any sense. As summed up by blah blah blah, his various dominion make him the god of inflicted death. He played an important role in apotropaic rituals, in which he was commonly invoked to protect the houses from evil. Additionally, fragments of tablet contain the Epic of Fiera text detail his exploits, where he used as amulets. A few of Nargal's titles point at the occasional association with vegetation and agriculture, namely Lugalazal, Lord of the popular Lugal. Date poem. Ninurta, also title of Ninurta. Lugal Sining, Lord of the Marisk, Lunas, Lord of the Dates. Astroro, Nargal was associated with Mars, a planet like him associated with disease and also war, especially kidney disease. Oh no, kidney disease. In Mesopotamian beliefs, however, Mars was also associated with other deities. Ninazu, under the name of Elam Star, Ninti Nunga, especially Simut, an origin and Elamite god, whose names Mesopotamian sources could simply refer to the planet, planet of war as well. This is the planet of Pluto and Jupiter, both plays a part. Jupiter and Pluto. Pluto, number one planet of disease. Mars is about war and a bit of politics. Jupiter also deals with politics and the affairs here on Earth. A number of scholars in the early 20th century, for example Emil Kraling, assumed that Nargal was a solar deity, and as his sun was sometimes identified with Shamash. Kraling argued that Nargal was representative of a certain phase of the sun, specifically the sun of noontime and of the summer solstice, to bring destruction. High summer being the dead season in the Mesopotamian annual cycle. Oh my god, and I hate summer and I hate hot sun. This view is no longer present in modern scholarship, while some authors, for example Nikita Artemov, refers to Nargal as a deity of quasi-solar character. Primary sources show a connection between him and a sunset rather than noon. For instance, see in Old Babylonian Adab song contains a description of Nargal 7 as a judge at sunset, while another composition calls him the king of sunset. Sunset is beautiful. This association was present in rituals meant to compel ghosts to return to the underworld through the gates to sunset. Oh Oh, I see. Nargal rose as a war god was exemplified by some of his attributes. A massive three-lion-shaped head and a scimitar adorned with leonine decorations often appear as Nargal's weapons on cylinder seals. He was also often depicted in a type of flat cap commonly but not exclusively worn by underworld deities and Mesopotamian cliptic art. Bulls and lions were associated with Nargal. On the basis of this connection, it has been proposed that minor deities with bull-like ears on old Babylonian terracotta plaques and cylinder seals might have been depictions of unspecified members of Nargal's entourage. War standards could serve as a symbolic representation of Nargal too, and the Assyrian armies in particular were often accompanied by such devotional objects during campaigns. Similar symbols represented Nargals on Kudurhu, inscribed boundary stones. The god most closely associated with Nargal's era, whose name was Akkadian rather than Sumerian, can be understood as a Scorch despite his origin. He is absent from the inscription of the kings of the Akkadian Empire. The two of them started to be associated in the old Babylonian period, were equated in the Wedna and Anun lists, and appear to be synonymous of each other in literary texts, including the epic of Ira and Nargal and Ereshkigal. Both names can occur side by side as a designation of the same figure. However, while in other similar cases, Inanna and Ishtar and Ki and Ea, the Akkadian name eventually started to predominate over Sumerian. Era was the less commonly used one. There are also examples of a late bilingual text using Nargal's name in the Akkadian version and Era's in the Sumerian translation, indicating it was viewed as antiquated and was not in common use. Two gods with names similar to Ira, who were also associated with Nargal, were Irakal and Iragal, assuming that they had a distinct origin from Era. Main minor god associated with creative Nargal, the god Shumanu. Nargal was occasionally associated with Sitarang. To act as a judge in location where the sun sets in mythological texts. These are all archons, all controllers here. While on the account of the location, Ishtaran was really associated with the east, where the sun rises. The sun rises in the east. Wait a minute. Yeah, correct. I was confused with the sunset. Sunset is in the west and rise in the east. Parents and siblings. Enlil and Enlil are tested as Nargal's parents in the overwhelming majority of sources, while in the myth Nargal and Ereshkigal he addressed Ea as father. Ea is his uncle, Enki. This might merely be a honorific, as no other evidence of such association exists. Ea is Enki. And the myth Enlil and Nargal's brother Aninazu, usually instead of brother of Nimada, Nana, and Ibilulu. So multiple goddesses attested against Nargal's wife in various time periods and locations, but most of them are poorly defined in known documents. While France Wegerman assumes that all of them were distinct as goddesses connected to the earth. The assumption is not shared by others Assyriologists. Nima Pelone que another goddess of the views the wife of Nargal was Mamitum. With Mami, a goddess of birth, known for example from the Nippur god list. Homophonous. There is some research to conflate them. However, generally accept that they were separate deities. Often frost based on similar Akkadian word Mamun were believed to visit Madak. In the Nippur god list, separate from Nargal. She is also the wife of Era Nargal in the Epic of Era. In 3rd millennium BC in Gasu, the spouse of Nargal, Mislamtie, was Inanai Sukal Nishibubu. Also has his sister, oh great. Inanai, his sister, all children of Enlil. So the sage goes. Otherwise, seemingly viewed as unmarried. Of course not, they just have sex insist to continue in the lineage. Attestation of Nishibur and Nargal's Sukala also known, though they are infrequent. According to Miss Nargal and Erishigal, he was married to Erishikigal, the goddess of the deed. However, do not appear as husband and wife. The myth literally rather than cultic text. Nargal's daughter was Tadimustum, a minor underworld goddess of the Munis, was attested in Drehem. Connect the word hidden through most distant connators, proposing inclusive Masu. Also called divine daughter, spirit of minor goddesses in specific temples. People here, you all worship devils, but you put into your kind of psycho mind, brainwashed psyche that they are gods. And that they look good like humans, on that they don't. God Shubulas, Nargal's sons, difficult to determine sons relationship exists between the two deities due to the poor preservation of the tablet of the god list in Anu was Shubula's possession the pantheon specified. Shubula might have been a son of Inshu. I don't like guess. I like to go straight to the truth. I don't like this guess, maybe, maybe. Nargal also got identity with a little garden cool. His other culture include moons so-called demons. Oh, now you're telling the truth, huh? Don't say gods, huh? Say the D's better, more honest. His other courtiers include the moon, who possibly represented the points in time regarded as inauspicious, various minor devils associated with diseases, the minor warrior devils known as Sebiti, so there's a number of figures at the time associated with Erishkigal, gods such as Ninazu, and Nixida as well. Nixida is their auntie. Is the sister of Enlil and Inki. So, what I want to say, for example, Namta wife is her Shibisha, their daughter Himediku, was one of the divine heroes Gelmas. don't judge me, because you are nothing to judge me. Understand or not? You are not better than me. I would never allow demons to judge me. Man. First, I don't want to live after I die. For what? You can destroy me. Shit. Go ahead, destroy. You see, damned soul, whatever. What point want to judge? Who are you, man? Some text the connection between Gilgamesh and his underworld role. They want to be evil. I can be even more, 3 times more evil. Seems to be particularly close with the hero being referred to as Nargal, Lito's brother. Stay away from me. That's why they see me, they can run away because they know. Those sword god, god or devils. Western Semitic god of war and plague. How come a god be a war and plague? My God, my soul. Huh? How come a god represents negativity for intelligence sake? Please, use your neurons. You don't need to use your brain. But if you have any neurons, use your neurons to think properly and analyze. Mas a associated with Nargal and blah. Most events the hills vocals and context seems to indicate a release of Ia. Huh? Ia? Last I know his name was Zenki. Instead, furthermore, a blade scribes never used in Nargal. Name as a local graphic representation of Restijeva to Afonso Arquis. Both parties speculate about the nature the lack of information about his individual characteristics. The equivalency and the same Western god is also known from Ugarit. Okay, blah 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 blah. I don't want to go into these minor details. Locality of origin, locographically. Father of the gods, Enlil and Dagon. Hey, they say Dagon, also known as Dagon, was Enki. Yeah. So you see the mismatch and confusion they create when they present those kind of materials and information. Nothing plausible. Suppose Kumario developed distinct data at a later point in time. And we are Zilakaya Sanctuary Nargal was apparently applied to so-called sword god. Local god of death. Dueli mighty god Simut. In the old Babylonian, Nargal continued to be worshipped as a god of the dead. Vike, for example, the elegy, which appears alongside Ningshida Etan and Bidu, the gatekeeper of the underworld. Oh, they also called the Esu in the Black Africa culture and world. It's called the Esu, isn't it? Those dark and tighty with a mantle all in black. Might be him. Nargal also appears for the first time in document from Uruk in this period. A name of Uruk built a temple dedicated to him in nearby Uzurpara during the reign of Zingamel. But the same name as a test found to other locations as well. As most I think these people worship demons because they are too scared, they are coward, they are scared, and most of those demons they create themselves in their mind. It's all paranoias and psychosis. Nargal was regarded the third most important god after Marduk and Nabu. Nabu is the son of Enki. I'm not making a mistake. Nabu and Marduk is the son of Enki. These three gods often appear together in royal inscription. Nargal and his wife Lais received fewer offerings than Marduk or Nabu. In some families it was similarly customary to give the third son a theorophic name invoking Nargal, in accordance with this position in the state pantheon. Terrible people. 14 and 28 days of the month are regarded sacred to Nargal. As well as the number 14 itself, through it was associated with Sakan. And the number 13, unlike some other deities with the underworld association, for example, Shikigal Nargal is attached to theophoric names. Nargal was also incorporated in the pantheon of the Hurrians. Foreign god they have adopted, even of the gods considered to be pan-Hurrian by modern researchers. Tishatha, led of Purkeshians, built the temple of Nargal. May the devil Lubagada protect this temple. Who destroys it, he may Lundabag destroy. May the weather god not hear his prayer. The sun god and the water god. Then came the Muslim and finish everything. In the weather god, him who destroys it. The sun god and the weather god in his scripts are most likely Hurrian Shimika of Nargal, the Lord Hawalum, Atalshin. The 18 focus on the Shamash and Shita, but the good to Afonso. What? You cannot go out, huh? Late already. 2 a.m. in the morning. Utu and Inanna should be reading Shimag and Shaushika in this case. Also attesting to the Eastern Hurrian settlement is good Rafa. Nargal and Erishika. Found in Ahmana. So the tipi. After Nargal fails to pay respect to Erishkigal Sukalamtra during a feast where he acts as proxy of his mistress, cannot leave the underworld to attend. She demands to have him sent to the underworld to answer for it. The El Ahmana version stated that she planned to kill Nargal, but this detail is absent from the other two corpses. How come people still believe is one thing, but why you all worship this kind of things? Look at this kind of entity. Is that the God is the one? I don't understand, There's only one way to explain it, that you all are seeds of these beings. Nargal descends to the underworld, but he is able to avoid many of its dangers, thanks to advice given to him by Enki. However, he ignores one of them and has sex with that other demoness, Ereshkigal. After 6 days, he decides to leave while Ereshkigal is asleep. She wanted this. What she wanted this is, she's a maniac, kind of a nymphomaniac. This is what she wanted from him. After noticing this, she disperses Namita. I think she don't even have a density, a groin density anyway. After noticing this, she dispatches Namita and demands the other gods to convince Nargal to return again for more rounds. Threaten to open the gates of the underworld if she doesn't get what she asks for. Nargal is handed over to her again. In the Amarna version where Ereshkigal initially planned to kill Nargal, he defeats Namita and prepares to kill Ereshkigal. To save herself, she suggests that they can get married and share the underworld. The other two known corpses give the myth a happy ending, as noted by Assyriologist Alhena Gadot. The two deities seem to reunite and live happily ever after. And the myth concludes with the line, "They impetuously entered the bedchamber." And they are relatives, they are related. According to Assyriologist Stephen Daly, the purpose of this narrative was most likely to find a way to reconcile two different views of the underworld. South Central Ishkigal. The evidence of marginalization of goddesses is regarded as erroneous. What goddess mean? They say live on the hell, they bring this trash soul, whatever we can call it, astral body from these humans there, and then you call them God. What the heck? That one is trash DNA. That one that's left over after death, that one is trash DNA. I can even kick his backside after dying. According to Alina Gadiot, the idea that there is Shikigawa is supposed to shaking ship of the underworld where his powers is also known from the old Babylonian composition Gilgamesh, Enkidu in the underworld, in which Anu and Enlil give the underworld to her as dowry. Her portion of the paternal estates in regency which she controlled until she married. It is however important to tell which of the three gods regarded as Ereshkigal's husband, and various sources are explicitly meant to be the recipient of the dowry in this composition. The oldest surviving copies of the Epic of the Era come from the Assyrian seat of Nineveh and have been dated to the 7th century BC. It has argued that the composition is between 100 and 400 years old, and that based on possible allusion to historical events which occurred during a period of calamity which Babylonia experienced roughly between 11th and 8th centuries BC. Nargal, the name Nargal in Era Apoph is said to refer to the protagonist of the narrative. Attempts to stop him, Nargal dismissed the let not as necessary to regain respect in the eyes of humans. Now something very interesting. Nargal dismisses the letter. Okay. Urge him to take action while his Sukal is Shum, who according to an appears to play the role of Nargal's conscience and this myth, attempts to stop him. Nargal dismisses the letter, noting that it is necessary to regain respect in the eyes of humans, and embarks on a campaign. Oh yes, so if you want my respect, at least don't expect the respect. I mean, you can expect the respects from the other herds here, but for me, I know that doesn't matter in a way for you all. However, for me, you need to be better than I for me to respect you. I mean, when I say better, I mean in terms of moral value. You know, it's about moral values. About values. Are you good? Do you help? Do you maintain yourself like chaste? Do you fight for justice? Otherwise, how to have respect. You are evil, you punish things that you create, you bind soul with the bodies, and then you want to even bind the consciousness that belongs to the cosmos with the soul, junk DNA, and then you what? You wanna respect for that? Sorry, not with me. I'm out of this league. His first goal is Babylon. Through trickery, he manages to convince Marduk, portrayed as a ruler past his prime, rather than as a dynamic hero, to leave his temple. However, Marduk returned too soon for Nargal to successfully start his campaign. As a result, in a long speech, he promises to give other gods a reason to remember him. Oh, they fight for election just like in here. And that's why they want to pretend to be good in the eyes of the human, so that the human, the more venerated they are, the more worship their big foot they are, the more they will have, let's say, the more they will have chances, benefits, accolades, and credentials to win elections, because they also fight for election. They do. Not election is not a thing from Earth. There's something from parallel world as well. As a result of his declaration, perhaps because of Marduk's temporary absence, the world seemingly finds itself in a state of cosmic chaos. May the cosmic save me from all these demonies. I don't belong among them, I swear I don't. I don't belong among any of you. I'm totally different. I really don't know what I'm doing here. So, Marduk is the son of Enkia. Oh yeah. Ishum once again attempts to convince Nargal to stop, but his pleading does not accomplish his goal. He's Leo, isn't it? He's a Leo in the bull. He's either Taurus and Leo. Nargal's acts keep escalation, and soon Marduk is forced to leave his dwelling again, fully leaving the world at Nargal's mercy. A number of graphic descriptions of the horrors of war focused on nameless humans suffering because of Nargal's reigns of terror follow. Now I got it. Does it rings a bell? All the wars you have seen here, all of this past, the wars. Who is behind all this? Now you know. This is still not enough, and he declares his next goal is to destroy the remaining voices of moderation in the cosmic order. Anzaro. This stress must be what? Leo, Aries, or Taurus. Either three of the zodiac sign. However, Ishum usually manages to bring an end to the bloodshed. He does so by waging a war himself, targeting the inhabitants of Mount Shashar, seemingly a site associated with the origin of the aforementioned period of chaos in the history of late 2nd and early 4th millennium BCE Babylonia. Ishum's wars described in very different terms to Nargal's, and with its end the period of instability comes to a close. Nargal is seemingly content with the actions of his Sukal, and hearing the other gods acknowledge the power of his rage. The narrative ends with Nargal instructing Shum to spread the tale of his rampage, but also to make it clear that only thanks to his calm presence the world was spared. I don't understand how so many of them let this beast go around on rampage and causing chaos. One only beast and all the other beasts could not stop him. Amazing. Other myths. A poorly preserved Middle Assyrian composition regarding similar to the Labu myth similarly described battle between Nargal, possibly acting on behalf of his father Enlil, or the sky god Anu, and a monstrous serpent born in the sea. The monstrous serpent is Enki. He also sees the Dokun, isn't it? Dorgan, that sea creature. Battle between Nargal, his father Enlil, the sky god Anu, and a monstrous serpent born in the sea. The myth and Meshara's defeat only known from a single heavily damaged copy from the Seleucid or Persian period. Casts Nargal as the warden of the eponymous antagonist and his 7 sons, the Sabiti, presumably imprisoned in the underworld. In the surviving fragments, Enmisharas successfully pleads with him to be released to avoid being put to death for his crimes at the orders of Marduk. Oh my gosh! So let's see again. The grandsons of Enlil, the son of this, what's his name again? I forgot his name. Nargal, make trouble, and one sent to the underworld to be punished there by Marduk, the son of Enki. And some say that Jesus could be Marduk or Jesus could be Nana. In the aftermath of the ordeal, the universe is reorganized and Marduk shares lordship over it, which semi-originally belonged to Anu. I don't believe so. Anu is the grandfather in this composition with Nargal and Nabu. Nabu is a brother of Marduk. These gods were the 3 most prominent deities in the New Babylon state pantheon. Curiously, Hera makes a brief appearance as a god distinct from Nargal, with his former sphere of influence reassigned to the latter. Data myths present Anu from the textual record dealt with Nargal's combat with a one-eyed monster. To get to Wu, he notes the Akkadian Oman texts from Susan from the Syrian archives appears to indicate that one-eyed creatures were known as Ikidaru, okay, whatever, possible a long word, okay, whatever, and that the only god associated with them was Nargal, who, in one such Oman text, is identified as the slayer of this monster. There is also evidence that the birth of one-eyed animals was regarded as an omen connected to Nargal. He proposes that the relief originally excavated in Kafajar, ancient Tubob, depict the god stabbing a one-eyed monster with rays of light emanating from his head might be a pictorial representation of this hypothetical myth. Throughout interpretations have been proposed too, including Marduk killing Tiamat and Ninurta killing Azag. However, neither of these found widespread support, and art, in particular, showed skepticism regarding them, noting art might preserve myth. Okay, Victor. The name of Nargal, who he identified as the most common, who is identified the most common idol of ancient Phoenicians, Indians, and Persians, meant dunghill cock. This translation is incorrect in the light of modern research, as Nargal's name most likely is understood as the Lord of the Big City. His emblematic animals were bulls and lions, while chickens were unknown in Mesopotamia prior to the 9th century BC based on archaeological data, and left behind no trace in cuneiform sources. So that's all for this is so-called entities, the Anunakis family.